This is the Heidelberger Allstate Insurance Agency pregame show, and standing here with Coach Eric Moore in Ray Skillman Stadium before we head up to North Central for our MIC matchup this evening. And Coach, we just finished a wild 4 weeks. Great opponents, rivalries. You got the hat on. We just beat Ben Davis for 6 straight games, and it was a rivalry game, which was the game of the week, if you will, across the United States. And you get a hat and a few other things, a nice trophy when you beat them. Give us your assessment of the Ben Davis game and, more importantly, the first 4 games of the season.
Well, we call this the first quarter of the season when we finish our 4th game. Warren Central, whoever week 2 is, Carmel, and BD. We think that's one of the most important quarters of the whole season because of the talented teams that we play at that time. So if we can survive that first quarter, we think that we can really motor on and have success, and I think that's what's going to happen. As tonight we open up the second quarter with North Central. But last week when playing Ben Davis, it was the Great American Rivalry game, like the hat says. It was the 1,000th game for the series. It's been here 3 times, and we've won all 3 games. I have beautiful trophies on my desk. They really put a lot of emotion and enthusiasm and energy into that, and I think our kids, I know I love it, I think our kids respond to it. The opponents we've had haven't enjoyed it because we've always won, but I'm really proud of our team for keeping our composure and having great energy against Ben Davis. A tough night in sort sometimes. Some things we came out, we were doing pretty good, then again we sort of beat ourselves for a little bit. And then actually we got down. We actually got behind in the game in the first half. It's been a long time since that's happened. And it was really good to watch the character of our team fight back, and not just a locker room adjustment at halftime, but fight back at the end of the second quarter and actually go ahead. We struggled. Our clocks weren't working, so we didn't know. You didn't know how long the shot clock was, the 24-second clock. And it was real good practice for our team and especially our offense to march down the field and have a couple 4th downs, have a long 3rd down, and just execute the way we did, and then get down here on the goal line and do some things. A really weird call that when Curry caught the ball and ran out of bounds, and they said he wasn't out of bounds, and overcome all that adversity and still get a touchdown with 6 seconds left, and then go in at halftime and figure out what we weren't doing well and what we could do well, and the defense adjusted and really tightened down and gave them nothing in the second half. And some young kids came forward. Micah Coyle had a big run there, and Drew Wheat continued to run well. We really missed Dan Weems in the second half. But Taven Jackson had great composure, and the defense with Curry and Schott and Green and Bidings and the linebackers, they did a great job. Secondary really had to play hard. I mean, Kalen Carroll, I think he cramped up a little bit. I mean, they threw 50 balls over there, and he had another interception and a nice night. And Mitchell Evans, his contact courage was unbelievable. So I think physically we took care of him. Another big 4th down tackle by Trace Becker. It's the second one this season in the games that count. So really excited for the win, and now we're even more excited to get going in the second quarter of our season against North Central tonight.
North Central will travel up there, play at their stadium. Really, the last handful of years, they've not been an easy opponent. We've lost a couple and got back on the right side of the column last year with a big victory. But they're a talented team. Their record doesn't show it this year, but they're not someone to overlook.
They're just like any team we play. They can score and beat you or tie you on any play in the game. You're going to have to keep the big plays to a minimal, keep their offense off the field, and move the chains on. When we're out there, getting first downs will be huge. And we just can't get a big play and then have it come back on a penalty or a big turnover in the wrong parts of the field. Kicking game's got to be sharp, but really, again, it's going to be our defense. Our defense has got to come to town again. Our defense really has to shut them down, pass rush, tackle well, and special teams, is always big for us. But our special teams units have done a great job. But this is one of those teams that can get one on you on special teams, so you got to be solid there as well.
Going to throw a tangent on you tonight. You've been around football. It's been your life, really. You've never not been around it. You have so many great stories, and I think it would be great this year to every once in a while tell some great stories. And one that popped up this week for me is second week of the college season, and USC fires their head coach. And someone made the comment jokingly, hey, maybe Coach Moore should put his name in. And I came right back at him. I said, he can't. And they said, why? And I said, well, he's still wanted for aiding and abetting Lee Corso for attempted murder. back in the days when he was leading the IU football program. And can you explain real quick, if you can, the story of Lee Corso and you playing for the Indiana Hoosiers at USC?
In the Coliseum. He always told us we're going to the Rose Bowl. We made it that day. And with about 6 minutes to go in the game, I think, 6:13 maybe exactly, it was 0-0. And I don't know how. They had the most talented team in the country, and they turned the ball over and made penalties. And all of a sudden, the running back, Marcus Allen, got loose and went down and scored on about a 40-yard run. I'm sure I got held. I'm sure it was holding on the play. And then we fumbled the ball on offense. I'm sure it was Eric Holt that screwed up something there. And they got the ball back and scored in one play. And something else happened. Next thing you know, it's 21-0, and there's still 3 minutes to go. And it was the most unbelievable 3 minutes I've ever been around in my life, except for when we beat Carmel. But all I can remember is Coach Corso calling a timeout, and we were like, "What are you doing?" And get out here, and we're all huddled around. He goes, "I want you to get out of the way." And he said, "Look over there. I'm going to go to jail tonight. They're going to put me in jail for murder." And we're like, "Well, who are you going to kill?" He goes, "We've just about killed the damn horse, the USC Trojan horse, because we've made it run a full quarter mile in about 25 seconds. It ran 3 laps faster than anything I've ever seen, except for maybe a NASCAR. And that horse was snotting and coughing and hooting. He's like, we're going to kill that damn horse, and it's all your fault." So, yeah, that's our – yeah.
It's a great story. We're going to bring a lot of these out here over the rest of the season, but that's one of my personal favorites is the USC horse and the Trojan that rode it.
No horses died that night.
Yeah, we are joking a little bit. You really aren't being searched out. But
the horse was coughing and spitting, and it was breathing pretty hard, and I was like, wow, that thing's really tired, isn't it?
So if any of you ever make it to game day for ESPN and you get close to Lee Corso, ask him about that day. Yeah, that's right. And that said, hey, Coach, we got to get on the bus and get up to North Central. I wish you nothing but great success tonight. Let's get to 5-0, increase the winning streak we have. 19 straight weeks we've been atop the 6A #1 state-ranked team in the state of Indiana. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, we're proud of that. We're proud of being nationally ranked. We're proud just to represent Center Grove in our community. We've got a great high school, so everybody load up in the car. There's nothing else to do on a Friday night in September. Drive on up to North Central and watch the Trojans beat North Central. Go Trojans.